Today on this 2018 Chevrolet Malibu, we'll be having a look at and showing you how to install the Roadmaster Battery Charge Line Kit for towed vehicles, part number RM-156-25. Here's what our charge line kit looks like installed. This solves the problem that people encounter when they are flat towing their vehicle behind their motorhome. The reason you need this is because when your vehicle has a supplemental braking system, it's drawing its power from the vehicle's battery and not from the motorhome. This will maintain the charge on your battery so your supplemental braking system won't drain your battery, and whenever you get to your destination, you will be able to start your vehicle up without any problems. Many of our customers have found this to be a great solution because several of them have found their batteries to be dead and not able to start their vehicle after they've been towing for an extended period of time. This solved that issue for them and will solve the issue for you as well, so you don't have to worry about it. For this particular flat tow setup, we're using a Roadmaster EZ5 base plate kit with removable arms, a Roadmaster taillight wiring kit with bulbs, a Roadmaster 7 to 6 wire straight cord, a Roadmaster Fusemaster Fuse Bypass, a Roadmaster Charge Line Kit, Roadmaster Coil Safety Cables, a Roadmaster Falcon all-terrain non-binding tow bar, and a Roadmaster 12-volt outlet kit. In this instance, we are not installing a braking system that is available to us, a customer supplying his own, but we do have several braking system options available to you. In this particular case, I would recommend the Roadmaster Even Brake braking system. Now, in some instances, you may need a high-low adapter to ensure that your tow bar is level. We have several different options on our website depending on what you need for your application. And now that we've gone over some features, we'll show you how to get it installed. Now, when we had our fascia off, when we installed our base plate, we went ahead and routed our wires for our lighting system and our charge line kit, and we have it secured to our base plate with a zip tie. We put it inside the provided wire loom. We just routed it behind our base plate. Goes behind our bumper beam, and it's right here behind our headlight on the driver's side. Now, we need to have a connector on the front. So we're using a 6-pole round connector that's part of the Roadmaster 7 wire to 6 wire straight cord kit. So we'll take the dust cover off the back of that connector, and we'll slide our wires through the hole, and we'll strip back insulation from our 5 wires. Okay, now we'll start making our connections. We'll start with our ground, and that's on the terminal marked GD, and that'll get our white wire. We'll tighten the set screw onto the wire. We'll do our tail lights now, and that goes for our terminal marked TM, and that'll get our brown wire. Okay, now we'll do our 12-volt hot lead, which is for our charge line kit. That'll go to the center terminal marked A for auxiliary, and that does get the red wire. Now we'll do our right turn signal and right brake light, and that goes to the terminal marked RT. That'll get our green wire. Now we'll do the left turn signal and left brake light. Goes to the terminal marked LT, and that gets our last wire, which is the yellow one. Make sure all of our connections are nice and tight. Here's what it looks like with all of our connections made. Now, before we slide our dust cover back onto our connector, I'm going to take some dielectric grease and put it inside the connector. This will help prevent any corrosion from occurring if any moisture was to get inside. Now we'll slide the cover down, and we'll take some electrical tape and we'll tape the cover onto the connector and continue wrapping our tape down to cover up all of our colored wires back over to our loom, and this should keep any moisture out. Now we can mount our connector on the provided prongs on our base plate using our provided hardware. And here's where our red wire comes up from behind our fascia. Now we need to find a place to mount our circuit breaker. Right here in this area, right above and behind our driver's side headlight, will be a perfect spot. Now we use our provided self-tapping screws to secure it to the vehicle. Now we'll measure off how much wire we're going to need to connect to the copper colored side of the breaker marked BAT for battery. And we'll strip back some insulation. Take one of our small diameter ring terminals, place it on the wire, and we'll crimp that into place. And that'll go on that terminal, and we'll replace the nut. Now we'll take one end of our leftover red wire, strip off some insulation, and we'll place on our other small ring terminal and crimp that down. Now we'll place this terminal over the auxiliary terminal on the breaker, which is the silver side, and replace the nut. Now we'll securely tighten those nuts down. Now I'm going to trim the excess studs off of our breaker just so we have a little bit more clearance with the hood. It shouldn't be an issue right now, but I want to have extra room just in case. For that, I'll use a rotary tool. Here's what it looks like once we have it trimmed down. Now we need to remove the cover over our positive battery post, which is right here. To do that, take a flathead screwdriver and we'll release the tabs on both sides and push it back towards the rear of the car. And then we can lift this cover up and out of the way. And here are the two tabs which secure it into place, one on each side. We went ahead and routed our red wire around the side of our battery and around the back of it, where it comes up next to our fuse block, which connects to our positive battery post. Now we're going to measure off how much wire we're going to need to connect to this stud here. We'll cut off the excess, strip back the insulation, place on our large diameter ring terminal, and we'll crimp it down. Now we'll remove this nut with a 13mm socket. With the nut removed, we'll place the ring terminal over that stud, making sure that the wire faces down, and reinstall the nut. And that's what it looks like installed. Now we can reinstall the cover. And that completes our look at and installation of the Roadmaster Battery Charge Line Kit for towed vehicles, part number RM-156-25 on this 2018 Chevrolet Malibu.
Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at eTrailer.com and leave us a comment if you have any questions.